Dear brethren, this discourse will be almost the same exhortation as given in 1969 by the Watchtower to brethren concerning going to college or not. This may be a reflection of your faith or lack of your faith. And it may indicate how present is the imminence of the Great Tribulation is in your mind. What is undoubtable is that the time left is reduced, as Paul said in 1 Corinthians chapter 7 verse 29. If you are currently going to college, why don't you meditate in prayer on the possibility of dropping out and doing something better? But for us, who scrutinize the meaning of the world events in the light of Bible prophecy, there are more worthy reasons for not putting a worldly career first in our lives. We could liken ourselves to someone who sees a building with a sign that reads, "This company is running out of business, would you apply for a job there?" Of course not. And if we were working for such a company, we would wisely look for a job elsewhere. Well, on all the institutions of this world lies the sign reading imminent liquidation. The end is near. Yes, the Bible assures us that the world is passing away. Therefore, we will be wise and will not imitate those who were an integral part of it. Now you have listened to the advice. What will you do now? Some advocate going to college by citing the example of some elders' children who were attending college, or that did so. We are not able, nor willing, to tell you what you should do. Your parents and you should make a decision. We are not the masters over your faith. However, the faithful and discreet slave has the responsibility to warn against spiritual dangers and to encourage to put kingdom interests first. So, the slave discourages from going to college for a long period of time. I have oftentimes heard experiences of individuals who were about to complete their college programs and who dropped out when they learned the truth. Some other baptized individuals have turned down scholarships. What will you do? What decisions will you make? Will you refuse or not? Will you get a university education or not? You will be accountable to Jehovah for this. We would like to praise those in the audience who dropped out of college when they accepted the truth. All those who, after listening to this talk, will make the same decision. Maybe you still want to advocate the possibility of going to college. You may say, "You see, Brother the 10th YC went to college, and now he is serving in the congregation and also as pioneer." True, he may have survived college, so to speak. But what follows is a true experience of a young man who suffered from a compulsive disorder which made him wash his hands over and over again, even 100 times a day. This disorder discouraged him so much that one day he decided to commit suicide. He bought a rifle, put it in his mouth, and pulled the trigger. The bullet didn't kill him, but instead perforated the part of his brain that was the responsible to his compulsive disorder. He survived, and after that he managed to live a normal life. Yes, it's true, but would you recommend that other people imitate what that young man did? Similarly, some have survived college, but would you recommend that to others? Instead of investing in a higher education, it would be advisable to grow in the knowledge of Jehovah. In order to start knowing the Bible better, we must read the Bible every day. Every day. Are we doing it? I want to insist in the Await magazine 1969, May 22, page 15. I want to read to all of you, young brethren of today, what we said to young witnesses in 1969 concerning fulfill any college career. This advice of 1969 is in force today, and has to be observed by all of you to please Jehovah. Please listen, as follows, what we said in 1969. If you are a young person, you also need to face the fact that you will never grow old in this present system of things. Why not? Because all the evidence and fulfillment of Bible prophecy indicates that this corrupt system is due to end in a few years. Of the generation that observed the beginning of the last days in 1914, Jesus foretold, "This generation will by no means pass away until all these things occur." Therefore, as a young person, you will never fulfill any career that this system offers. If you are 20 years old in 1969, and you put confidence in the governing body writing as God's channel on earth, and you did not pursue a career or education, and you are today 60 years old, despite what the slave said, that you will never get old, and besides, now, with no education, and no career, would you call this a false teaching, or a false prophecy, or maybe think that we were deceivers? Of course not. It was only a small human mistake from the slave, to assure young brethren, they never grow old in this present system of things. We never put a gun in their heads to turn down any college career. We only suggested to all them. That was their own decision, not ours. Do not blame for this, on the faithful and discreet slave. We are the truth. Don't forget, brethren.